Wiki, what's up, everyone who watches this? Week 9 of Manga Club. Holy shit. We've come a long way from taking fucking shits in the field in the dark. Where does your charm keep going?
What do you mean?
Goodbye.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This week we read Orange by Ichigo Takano. Story and art? Or just story?
Story and art.
Oh, story and art. Hell yeah. Oh shit, this person's a good artist. I like these little covers. I was so happy when I told Alyssa on volume 2 of the collector edition, you only have to read approximately that much or so.
Yeah. I was ready to like speed read it for the rest of today. He's like, no, there's only this much left. I'm like, hey, I'm finishing it tonight.
So she finishes it, and then I go pull out Orange Future. I'll be sure I appreciate that.
Thank you. The green screen doesn't pick up on me.
Frank, you're just the whole manga now.
I am the manga.
It works. It works for editing.
Oh, hello.
Also, Jeff, did you say that he's a good artist?
Huh?
Did you say he?
Yeah, is that a he?
It's a chick.
Oh, okay. I don't know if Ichigo is first or last name, but it feels masculine, you know?
Yeah, I had to double check that because they have like those little inserts in between some of the chapters.
Yeah.
And I thought that they were very feminine. I'm like,
Oh, true. Yeah, I never picked up on that. I always skip those things.
I do too.
The only one I didn't skip them in was, not This Means War. What was it called? All You Need Is Kill.
Ah.
Oh, there's Ducharme. Someone got her back. Initial impressions. Ducharme, when did you first read this? Because you're the one who introduced it to me.
I think. Oh God.
Can you close my door?
3 years ago?
Sorry, hold on.
I think it was when the manga first actually came out.
I don't know if it says.
When did it come out? Someone give me a date.
I don't know if it contains that kind of information.
What?
You know what? Google is a thing, so un momento, por favor.
Guess that should be
Like 2012?
Damn, has it been that long?
Apparently.
As of completed in 2017, released 2016.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So yeah,
2016.
I was gonna guess about 4 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Holy shit, that's been a hot minute.
And how'd you even end up lending it to me? I can't remember. Were you reading it at Morley and I just asked what you were reading or what?
Probably. I think I brought it over because I think I was staying over the night. And then you're like, oh, what's that? I was like, oh, it's Orange. It's bomb as fuck. And then, yeah, I think you're just like, oh, lend it to me at some point. I was just like, here, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I immediately started reading it because you're like, oh, there's 2 volumes only.
Yeah.
I'm like, those are deluxe. Those look like triple volumes.
Yep.
Read the first chunk in one sitting. I was like, yo, when you're done with volume 2, let me know. And you're like, oh, actually, I just finished.
It was just good timing for sure.
Yeah, I got completely absorbed into the world. I kind of stopped reading manga as an adult. I've tried getting back into it. My old ways were always actually these they were called MSN forums. You would log into your Hotmail, and then at the top of your Hotmail would be an MSN like forum thing. And from those forums, a lot of people had pirated manga up in there. So originally, I was using that. At the time, Reddit wasn't really good for it, and I had tried on 4chan, but that's full of porn, and I stopped reading manga. And then Ducharme comes around with a physical copy. I'm like, oh yeah, I could just pay for manga now. I'm an adult. I have money. And they're also kind of inexpensive. So yeah, and now my shelfie. Dun, 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 dun.
You're welcome.
That'll be
there's
organized
still
later.
more in another room over here.
Yeah, I just stuck on my duplicates in another room.
Are we surprised?
Yeah. So initial impressions. Cece, when's the first time you read it?
A long time ago, but I never finished it.
No?
I finished it today.
Oh shit! You never got to the ending? Fuck, I
But
cry at least
I
once a
can-
year when I read this.
I binged it so fast.
when I first read it, I got the part where the friend said he had the letter too, and I'm like, okay, well that's a bit much. And then I was like, I'll read it later. I never finished it.
Fuck, this book got stupid. What about you, Sagita?
I read it around the same time as Ducharme.
Yeah.
And then like finished, ended, all that, you know. And then yeah, I watched the anime and that was pretty good. Sorry, Minnow's doing something.
Yeah, my cat's over here being an ass.
I don't know what she's doing. But like, yeah, I watched it and I thought it was like cute too. And then just
Is
earlier
orange.
I was like, he's orange. There he is. But she was not orange. I was just skimming it as I was going and like reading it just kind of came back. I don't know. It's funny. I'm off topic. What was the question?
When did you first read
First
it?
impressions.
First impressions.
Didn't see an orange.
Yeah, I meant to ask, why is it called orange? Anyone know?
But end of chapter 3, he buys her orange juice, I believe.
That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That's,
That's when she realizes she likes him.
Aww. I don't
Orange, yeah.
remember, honestly.
It's like
Yeah.
The title is Citrus. It's called Citrus because they keep waking each other up at nighttime by squirting orange juice in each other's eyes. And Citrus.
I hate that you've read that.
I own it.
Jesus Christ.
Only 8 volumes of it though. I got a couple more to go.
But like,
That's 8 too many.
didn't see an orange. I saw orange juice, but not orange. The only orange I see is down here by 7 C's. I actually have
Isn't
a couple.
this on the second one?
I have a couple of their books actually on my shelf here.
Of who?
Like just
orange.
makes it 7 C's, like that.
Oh, those things, yeah. I don't know if I do. I guess I could check.
I have a couple of them in my room.
I can check too. They're over
Damn.
there.
Any that I would have, Jeff has.
Yeah, I offered to buy Ducharme's manga like 2 years ago, and then one day I just went in her room and she's like, "Here you go."
Take
I
books.
was like, "Hell yeah." Let's say, can you say your first impression? I'll be right back.
Oh,
I remember Jeff was just talking about manga generally, and he went off on this whole plot. I'm like, oh, that sounds kind of cool. Sounds kind of interesting. And he goes into the big description of people online bitching about plot holes. So the author had to come in and make some revisions or make some changes. I think that's what the next, what is it called? Orange whatever.
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, the author had to do that whole bit to try and fix everything. So he had the whole thing explained to me once before, and that kind of like has been seeded back there. So when I jumped in, I'm like, okay, this is all coming back. I remember you telling me about this. It's super cute though. I liked it.
I know, it was like, when it first came out, I was like, wow, this is just like chef's kiss, like masterpiece. Like super content with it.
I only read some of it because it wasn't my genre at the time. But now that I read it, I'm like, I really like it. Because I used to only like watch and read like shonen and stuff like that.
Damn, I want to reread this again. I wish I remembered to read it, but I kind of forgot. My bad.
Yeah, Will had a good point. If we can hit a special week like week 4, 8, and end of the month episodes, anyways.
Oh, yeah.
The week prior, give a longer read. So if we got something that's like 5-10 volumes long, you got 2 weeks to read it.
Dummy thick, yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I think that would work well because I do got a longer series I want to read called After the Rain. It's a bit of an odd one, but it would take like a solid 2 weeks to read because it is 10 volumes worth.
That sounds like it'd get you like super emotionally involved. It'd be really depressy at the end.
That's Jeff's specialty.
Pretty much.
That's what Alyssa was guessing last night.
Yeah, I was in the middle of it, and I was like, "Oh shit, he's gonna end up dying at the end, isn't he? Isn't he?" He's like, no. I was like, why? Why you say that? You only recommend those kind of heartbreaking things, anime
You
or
get
manga.
so disgustingly emotionally attached, then boom, everything's just ruined from your like ripped from your heart.
Maybe I should bring that up to my therapist. The only stories I like involve deep-seated tragedy.
But honestly, those are the best. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So my first impression, yeah, I was big into shonen manga growing up, and I didn't really have a place to start reading elsewhere or any recommendations or anything. Here comes Charmy with Orange. I just started reading it to read it. My first impression, I really liked it. I like when I get drawn into a world very quickly. The friend group and dynamic of it is set up early on, and it shows you a glimpse into the future of them later on in life. And it shows that some tragedy does happen. Just don't know what it is. You got to read on, kind of thing. And I was immediately sucked in. And as an adult, it just reignited my love for manga. I just didn't realize what I liked. It wasn't action, so I started looking into other shit that wasn't action. Only other manga that made me feel that way was like Prison School. That might just be it. Yeah, just Prison School.
Missing something in Prison School?
Huh?
Are we missing something in Prison School?
It's fucking
See the
phenomenal.
tragedy.
And we're gonna read what's 14 times 3? 30, 42. We can read
Math.
42 volumes of Prison School.
No, we are not.
No, you don't need to. Very easily, volumes 9 through 12 are just so. There's a whole arc in there you can just skip. It's so boring.
Oh my god, we should read Erased. That brought my feels back.
I think I have it because that was in your collection, right? Hey,
It was
Golden Sheep. I was looking for those. But yeah, okay. So those were our impressions. Let's test Segate's memory. Do you remember what happens in the first 3 volumes? And by that, I mean volume 1 of the deluxe.
I have it right here.
So I'll just whip out our books real quick.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
like, yeah. Just kidding. Yeah. You sure where's your book?
It's her whole, she's in the
Jeff,
book.
right there.
Is the book.
Is the book.
You're welcome.
In the first part, like, Naho gets like, wait, Naho, right?
Now, yeah.
I grew up with now from Good Morning Call.
I kept saying too.
Keep saying now instead of Naho.
I actually had the opposite. When I was reading Orange, I hadn't got into Good Morning Call yet. So I had like the,
Always have good morning
I
call.
think it's just easier for me to say now instead of Naho.
That's true.
very true.
Yeah, because like Naho flips, but like Naho is like, you know, that. She gets a letter, and then she's like, maybe I shouldn't read it at first. And you're like, maybe it's just some like trick, you know? And then like when everything starts coming true, she's like, maybe I should follow the letters and all that, and then starts vibing, going around, making sure that like she tries her best with doing the what the letter tells her to do. But then obviously like she's not perfect, she can't do everything that the letter tells her to do. And then oh no. Yeah. Not the tomb.
Oh, you guys can see all of that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can see
Oh
everything.
no. That was not my intention.
Weird. Oh, there. The two. Big sad. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking. I know that oh my Kakeru.
Yeah.
Kakeru.
I called him Suicide.
Jesus Christ.
Well, he gets a girlfriend. That girl that like literally everyone hates. But before
Yeah.
he like said yeah, he gave Naho like a letter in her eraser. Was
Mhm.
like, should I do it? But then like she got scared again and was like, I'm just gonna slip in his locker. And then like he still goes out with her anyways. And then like I remember that.
That's how it ends, I think. The first 3 volumes.
First 3 volumes ends on Suwa showing that he also gets letters.
I was gonna say
That's
then
right. Oh damn.
I can't tell when the volumes end.
It's usually a pretty solid black page. I'll see if I can find yeah, like this.
Oh, okay. I was going based off the letters. Okay, well.
The letters are the chapters.
Oh, okay. I never noticed this because when I read manga, I just read the whole thing in one go.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Okay, I get.
Yeah,
Okay.
mangas of this size are typically 3 volumes worth. Hold on, I got a double. Yeah. A double's about this size. That's 2 volumes in one.
yeah.
And yeah, they
Ooh,
usually
baby,
have.
it's a triple.
But yeah, just basically like stuff happens and then like Kakeru just kind of vibes, just goes on with his day, and then now it was like stressing by herself, but then eventually like Sua's like, "Did you get a letter too?" Because like she thinks she's the only one that got the letter, and then he's like showing her like, "Nah, I got one too, fam."
Sua's always like not even low key about him getting the letters. He's like, you can't do this.
I
He's
know.
like,
It's like,
direct.
obvious.
Like Naho's like, maybe I should step in, maybe I should like I don't know, and then it's like, bro, you are not running that relay.
Oh, I seen your grandma or her pictures of her mom. No big deal.
Yeah.
And he just goes up to him like, "Have you ever felt like dying?"
Dying.
Like,
Yeah.
That part is ridiculous.
We
'Cause wasn't he like looking out a window or something, and he's like, "You want to jump out or something?"
yeah.
You're like
Sounds
jumping,
real
don't you?
obvious though. It's so funny.
Do the old hippity hop. I'm going to commit suicide.
God.
Yeah.
I don't know, I remember things, but I don't remember like in the first 3 volumes what happened. Like I'm just like I remember story, I remember plot, I remember hating this one character, I remember, that's all I basically do.
Who all saw the anime of it
I did.
in its
I watched the
entirety?
first episode.
You ever watch it, Ducharme?
I may have watched a few episodes, but I don't think I watched the whole thing.
And Alyssa only saw what I showed her last night, which was, I think, episode 9.
Just random.
Yeah.
We did find a
Yeah.
video online. Someone super cut the anime, cut out the intros, the outros, and the previews and stuff. And it's only like an hour's worth of anime to get through the whole series.
Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what super cuts are called, like Mirimas or something like that.
Well, that's
Yeah,
convenient.
I noticed they have some of that on Kiss Anime.
Yeah.
Oh, it was on Kiss Anime, that's right. I was gonna try to search YouTube.
How about the live action? Who's seen that?
I haven't seen it.
Silence.
I don't know
The
what
slow
time.
hunters.
Like, I was still living with Gerald's mom when I watched that live action.
Damn.
It's the acting's a little over the top because he almost followed the manga like to the frame. When like if Sue was walking away from Naho and he's like, "We'll see you in gym class," like that's fully in the movie and shit like that, and they're like at awkward distances but like talking in a normal speaking voice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, we'll walk home tomorrow, right? And he's like super far off. Yeah, of course. What?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Duh.
Yeah, it's kind of an awkward movie. But I did like the casting because I also watched the live action for Prison School. And my main chick from there, the chick who acted her, also plays the sporty girl in this one. I'm not the
They
sporty
did a
girl.
live action of Prison School.
Oh, yeah, of
Oh
course.
my god.
Obviously, they toned down a lot of the sexual stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's that girl's name? My
Azu?
middle finger?
Best girl.
No, not Azu. No.
Cece.
What is it?
Azu. It's not Azu. Azu's the bubbly one.
Yeah, I don't know her name. But yeah, she played her, and I was like,
Ours.
dude, I love this chick.
I'm very bad with names.
I went out of my way to watch a whole movie just because she was in it, and I didn't care.
I mean, that's what I do with voice actors. I'll like literally watch a whole show just because the voice actor I like is in it.
That one.
Chino.
Chino Takako? Yeah.
Yeah, I tried doing that with the chick from Good Morning Call, but she's in a bunch of kids shows, so I was like, eh.
That's her.
And then oh, what's that boy? My dude who plays Daichi.
Ah!
Daichi.
He was also in a show called Underwear, but the Japanese word for it, like Atelier, I think it's called. But turns out he's only in like 5 episodes. So I ended up watching just about the whole series, and I was like, dude, where'd Daichi go? And I just stopped watching.
Just gives up. Daichi is best boy.
He's my shit. I don't get how that should be like one of our end of the month things. Just everyone has to watch season 1 Good Morning Call. You gotta
my
pump
God.
12 hours of your life into this show.
So down.
How far did I get into that again?
I think you're only like 3 episodes in.
Oh my God, you
Don't
don't even
happen to
know.
She doesn't know. Oh, she doesn't know.
You don't get it. Like, it's just, you gotta get into it.
No, I thought I made the Christmas Eve thingy.
Ramen guy.
My
Oh,
ramen
yeah.
boy. He's a
Yeah,
prince.
Alyssa got up to the point where she gets the job.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
I was
Remember
watching
that part.
some of it, and there's so much that happens in one episode. It's a bit insane.
Yeah, sometimes you remember, hey, did you, who remembers that Rock Lee guy had a fucking wiener dog? And it's like, that was episode 4 for like 5 minutes.
Who has a dog?
That guy that looks like Rock Lee.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember his name. Yeah, I think he looks like Rock Lee, and he shows up to a park. He overhears a conversation with Now, and I can't remember who else, and he has a wiener dog.
I'm so down to rewatch Good Morning
The
Call.
guy who
Just
asks
putting
out
it
every
there.
girl, or
What's
the
that?
guy with the ugly scarf? Guy with the ugly scarf, or like asks out every girl he sees.
The guy who asked out every girl.
Abe.
Abe, that's his name. Yeah.
Abe! Oh my God, what a prince.
That guy's my king. Especially season 2 when he's such like even a bigger loser, but he's so dope.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
We're missing the point of
Biscuit.
Orange. I
We're
can talk
talking-
about this shit all day.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Orange County. I was done. Who's next?
So,
Who had issues with any of the plot?
oh, yo, I know when I first watched this, there was one spot where I was just like, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. Or it felt like it was like kind of getting off track, but I don't remember because it's been like 4 years now. For those who have read it recently.
I got my own issues with the plot.
Ooh, spill.
Ooh, go.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night a little bit.
Oh, not even that one. Not even
no.
that glaring plot hole. No.
Not that.
We'll get to that for the end. We'll save that for the end of the video.
Go.
No, my complaint was they show that these letters can influence the past. And Naho has a direct inner thought of, that wasn't supposed to be in the letter, or that wasn't in the letter, that wasn't supposed to happen. Looks like these letters are affecting our future now, and these letters are going to be less reliable. But they never ever veer off track. It's like they slightly went over here and then came right back on track and just kept going straight and narrow.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
Everything right down to the date. At fireworks, you're supposed to hold his hands, make sure you're there. I want you to say no to this, yes to this, and nothing else is impacted. It changes like one time, and I can't even remember what it is.
Yeah, because like if you keep like doing the same thing over and over, even if you change like the slightest bit, it's gonna change everything so drastically. But I feel like they could have like emphasized that more.
Yeah, like near the end when he takes, like, he was supposed to be on his bike, but it turns out he wasn't on his bike. I was like, oh, because they changed that. Maybe he decided not to take his bike. But it just turns out that one friend just wrecked the bike.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Fucking asshole. What happened to his bike? You see Buddy in the corner like, hey. Took care of that shit.
Well, he brings it up before, and everyone's like, no, don't do it, don't do it.
He just does it anyway.
Oh, so good.
No, and then like with such like a drastic change in like the past, when like instead of like only Kakeru running the relay, they all run the relay. Like you think that would veer the path like a little bit more, but it didn't.
Yeah, that should have had a way bigger impact.
Yeah, because they practiced for like a long time, so like it should have changed something.
Yeah, it should have changed like, a lot more, but no, it felt like this is like the past that's like going to where Kakeru like dies. It just kind of like meep, whoop. It's like, well, look at that. You know.
Yeah, you think something like that would have completely changed the future, because it is a big emotional moment too, and it's really drawn out in the live action movie. Like, holy shit. Especially that they all have that big message to relate to him. With them saying, "Oh, tell Kakeru I love him, and we'll see him in 5 years from now. Let's race again." Whatever the fuck else they're saying.
Yeah.
What is that message? Does anyone know it offhand?
I think it's like we believe in you, and then it's like keep going. We'll still be friends 10 years from now or something like that. And he's like,
Yeah.
10 years from now, and they're like, don't worry.
Oh my god, my feels are flooding back.
It's great if you caught on. You guys keep talking about 10 years very specifically.
I was gonna say, is that Suwa again? Kind of like being super obvious.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was him too. There's so many times where I like had to put the book down. I was like, dude, you're so obvious.
No chill at all.
And you have that one dense friend.
But he was also like doing the most, I felt, out of all the friends.
Sometimes it's good to be blunt.
Oh, wait. I just found it. I knew it was in there. They're talking about the relay, and he's like, "Oh yeah, thanks for the message during the relay, but what was up with the whole even in 10 years bit?" And they're like, "Hey, you'll understand in 10 years."
Oh my god.
What the fuck, you secret cult?
No, right?
We're all fortune tellers.
He's not weirded out at all.
You're just like, haha, okay, guys.
Yeah, actually, when I was reading it, there was a few times where I'm like, if I was him, I'd be weirded out with how like supportive, like over the top they are sometimes. I would have been weirded out.
This must be what it means to be white.
Yeah. That whole relay thing message would be like, dude, what the fuck, guys? Come on, we're just running a race.
I'll be like, it's just a race. It's not that big of a deal, guys.
The part where they were like, they're like, we'll carry it for you. You guys don't do this.
What do you think?
I find they start telling the story of the footprints. 2 sets of footprints on the beach.
The Jesus. The Jesus thing.
On a beach.
So this time it's 6 sets of footprints on a beach, and then suddenly one of them disappears. You are so heavy, Suwa. All 5 of us carried you.
Or Kakeru.
Is it? Oh yeah, sorry. Sue was a sporty dude. Yeah. Yeah, I did get that they kept bringing him back to having big sad with his small tragedies. I guess that's what changed with the past, right? Because in the original, he simply just leaves kind of a depressed life for a year and ultimately takes his life in the end. Wanted to see his mom. They want to fix that regret by sending the letters to the past. So in the present day, the new past, they do keep making him happy, but he keeps having these small moments like when he goes visits his old friends, and they all laugh at him when he's like, "Oh, I was thinking of taking my life. Like, I was really sad." And they're like,
"We know."
Oh, what does he tell him? I think he tells him, "My mom died," or something. Like, "Ah, you're such a kidder."
Yeah, something like that.
So he keeps getting depressed. And I think in the new present, doesn't he read a text from his mom or something? Or find a phone he didn't find in the old past?
He does in both.
He doesn't what?
He does in both.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does like the exact same thing in both, except there's no bike in the second one.
Yeah,
because someone broke it.
I was remembering that was a plot hole that, well, not plot hole, just something that's not thoroughly explained enough to my liking, was that, like, oh, how are we going to get these letters back? Bermuda Triangle. Let's throw these letters in the ocean. Right? That's how it goes?
I thought it was dumb, so I just, like, as I was reading, when they started explaining that part, I just skipped it.
It was a bit much.
And you're forced to accept it anyways, because chapter 1, I mean, the whole thing opens up with, "You got a letter."
Mm-hmm. I was like,
You
that's
got
the
like-
explanation? Okay.
There's no worry about them thinking, is this gonna work? Should we bury these under an oak tree, spin around 3 times while spitting and cussing? And it's just you just have to accept it. Better than sticking, I guess, a friend's ashes on a rocket and shooting it into the sky.
Jesus Christ. Yes.
That's how I want to go.
Oh.
You want to do a mix of that and then the catapult?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to play hide and seek. I'm not ready.
What's it called? Even like this sounds stupid and like I shouldn't be worrying about this, but like, was it the same or like what's it called? This might sound stupid, but like because his bike got like, you know, destroyed, like would he just like ride with any car that was passing by, or was it that specific truck?
It was that truck.
Because
Yeah,
like,
everything seemed kind of preordained with his life.
would he
Yeah.
be walking or running there? Would he make it in time? Because like with a bike, you'll be faster, right?
Yeah.
Or like
He,
you.
he was running.
So do you think he would have like? I wouldn't say like made it, but like, you know.
Get hit by a different vehicle
Reached
and
his
not die.
destination. Final destination.
It
It's
probably wasn't,
reincarnated as a slime.
it probably wasn't the same truck, but it was the same spot because the friends were there waiting for him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Don't your friends ever just wait for you to commit suicide?
It would have been fucking great if he found out his bike was trashed because his buddy threw it in front of a truck. What happened to my bike? Oh yeah, you know
You
that freeway?
asshole.
Like right there. I just whipped
Oh,
your
that
bike
one?
in front of a truck.
Like, thanks
That
for
one
saving
over
my
there?
life, but I really like that bike.
My
Just
mom.
gives him the idea.
My dead mother gave it to
Wow, that truck really handled that bike. I wonder what it would do to the human body.
God, I wish I were that bike.
me. Holy.
What about the other plot hole? And this is the big one. The one people
Ooh.
on Twitter complain about a lot, and that I have been in Twitter debates on.
Ooh.
The whole point Orange Future exists. Also, Orange Future, we got these 2 volumes, and the artist, or author, I should say, did release a follow-up just to explain one thing to the fans who wouldn't fucking leave her alone.
Can you explain it? I don't know it.
Like screwing over with Naho.
What's that?
That's Suwa screwing himself over with Naho.
Oh, that's it, yeah. Suwa, by sending a letter back in time, not only spoils his own marriage, but would prevent the birth of his son by hooking his wife up
Yo.
with someone else.
Did you not realize that, Ducharme?
No, I just remembered that. I kind of forgot that happened.
No, actually, I had a problem with their future because I felt like Suwa and Naho had a weird relationship. It was super off.
Yeah, I remember now. That was a really big problem. I was like, wouldn't he like not exist at this point? Like if the future like happens.
Yeah, it would literally erase the birth of his child.
Oops.
So this one chick, I think she's a YouTuber, small time though. I say small time, like 1,000 views kind of thing. Her whole thing was, so Suwa essentially cucks himself, and that's the story of Orange. And when she put it that simply, yeah, I was blown away. Because that's when I started re-looking at it, like, holy shit, yeah.
I mean, that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, oh, he gave up his happiness for like her to be like with Kakeru. I was like, that's kind of, aw, that's kind of feels bad, you know, like he's like knows he's in an unhappy marriage with Naho, and just like he's always thinking about
Yeah.
killed himself 10 years ago, and she just kind of like, I wouldn't say gave up, but just kind of like settled down with him, and like he just kind of was like, she would have been happier with him, and then he just kind of did that, you know, and then I was just kind of like, this kind of feels bad, not gonna lie.
So every time they cut to them in the future, I was always like, I just felt how awkward and like weird it felt because they kept talking about the past and stuff. She even names her kid after him, and like they just kept
Is she
talking.
really?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does.
The baby's name is Suwa.
No, it's
Yikes.
what the character's name is. But and then even when they're like opening a capsule, they're like, "Oh, he always liked you, you know," and she like stops and like I don't know. It was weird. I was like, "You're married and have children. Why are you reacting like that?"
You know, he stops and cries, and I'm like, "Bruh, your husband's right there." Like, and your child.
Oh my god, this one guy in high school had a crush on me. Cries.
Yeah,
Yeah, at that point they only knew him for like a few months. Like it was sad that he died and everything, but like I don't know, it's super weird.
yeah.
Isn't it just about a whole school year?
It says April, December.
Oh yeah, it's not that long, I guess.
It's a semester. Ooh.
Yeah.
One whole
This
semester can
kid
change
for, like,
everything.
9-8 months, if my math is correct. And like she's like loses her mind every time. I wouldn't, but like obviously, like yeah, but like hecking, like I don't know. You think she would have like found a little bit of peace after 10 years?
Yeah,
To
literally.
be fair, they rip off the Band-Aid by figuring out that he killed himself, because I don't think they knew that up until they visit the grandma.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
They're
true.
like, yeah, he
Still-
said he wants to go say bye to his mom or say sorry to his mom, and they're like, wait, wouldn't that mean that he took his own life?
Yeah.
Did he know he was
Ooh.
gonna die? And then they open the time capsule and they're like, even back then. Because
Yeah.
he doesn't write a letter to his future self. He just essentially apologizes to everyone one-on-one.
Yeah. It was still kind of like, like she's always just like, I want to say go hysterical, but just kind of like, you know, like, I don't know. It's like you could never like mention good memories with him, or otherwise she would like, you know, just kind of like, everyone just be like, oh yeah, don't bring it up. Don't do anything.
Damn, I wish Mike was here. There's an old Batman video we used to quote all the time. It's a joke Batman video about him bitching at Superman. And he's making fun of Superman. He's being such a dick about it. He's like, your parents are dead. Superman's like, dude, so are yours. And then Batman breaks. Don't bring it up. I was a boy. Now I'm a bat.
She was a girl.
No, but back to what fucking Gans. He's hitting the mic. Go away. Goddamn cat.
I'm orange.
Shit, I had a point to say with Hagita. Yeah, even the bit with the flowers, when it's like, oh, 10 years later, here's a gift. I got you flowers. Also, these are yours. Suwa wanted to give them to you.
Yeah.
And she's like, flowers? Whatever for? And did you not know? Suwa had feelings for you. And he's like, Suwa. Ah, fucker.
Leave the cat alone.
Kakeru has feelings.
Yes, Kakeru. I keep saying Suwa.
But here was my counter argument to Jeff's point.
What? It's not my point.
This-
It's...
The one that you were defending. This right here. There's a whole part where he talks about the linear timeline.
Did you draw a tree?
What?
That's in the manga.
Oh, I thought you were drawing.
No. The whole thing, there's like a big explanation about time travel paradoxes, and in the cucking himself timeline, that would be this one where he would erase his son being born. But then they introduce this part where it's like, no, it's multiple universes. You can have all these different branches based from different decisions that you make. So both can exist in the same world if there's multiple universes possible. So no, that was my counterpoint, is like, no, he's not going back and cucking himself. He's just creating another universe where Kakeru can still exist and be alive.
Where Kakeru is alive and his son isn't.
Yeah.
Well, no, but they still have these two branches.
Even
Just
Iron
sacrifices
Man
his firstborn.
went out of his way to make sure his daughter lived. Like, if we get those stones, we're not rewinding time. We're not setting everything back to how it was. I need my daughter to stay alive. Things need to stay how they are. We will bring everyone back to the now. That's it. So it was like, well, there could be a universe where I don't have a kid and I'm happy and I'm not married. Oh, fuck yeah. I want that. Sign me up.
I mean, he doesn't have Infinity Stone, so not much he can do. It's
So
either,
go ahead.
it's either save his friend or, you know. not save him and have kids and stuff.
The
David-
truck that hits Kakeru shows up. I am inevitable. No one else finds that funny? Okay.
What was the explanation that she goes on and gives in the?
Oh yes. So in Orange Future, which takes place after this, in the future of our new timeline, it explains that no matter what, Naho and Suwa end up together. Even though Kakeru lives and he lives a happy life, him and Naho date, it doesn't work out, and it ends on a bittersweet note. And Suwa's always there, and the whole thing is actually Suwa seeking Kakeru's permission to then court Naho, and eventually they get married. They have the kid. No matter what, they're meant to be together.
Oh, are you serious? I was literally complaining to Saku like earlier. I was like, yeah, no, she should have been with Suwa.
No matter what, they end up with Suwa.
I was complaining about that. I was
Gans
like,
can't bite me if I'm putting him in a
Holy.
in a full Nelson.
This is where you start getting those comments about animal abuse.
I'm sorry, Gans.
But yeah, Fifi?
Okay, he's loving me over here.
Fifi?
Go ahead.
well, because that was my main problem with the story, because I've only read the manga. I never saw Future. So I was like, I didn't like that I wanted Naho and what's his name, Kakeru, to be together. But then near the end, I started realizing I was like, they shouldn't be together because like he relies on her too much, and like everyone relies her to be with him too much. So like if anything happens to her, he's gonna get probably extra depressed and suicidal because the one person that like helped him is gone now. So I just felt like that was like they shouldn't end up together that way then.
Sorry, you right?
Yeah, it's pretty loud. Yeah, hold on. I should have read the last panel at least.
Oh, it ends. I had to go back and relook at it.
Kind of like I wouldn't say like platonic, but just kind of like we saved him, yay, you know. And then like the future, they're just like, hopefully we saved him, haha.
They kind of have a your name moment where they kind of like pass by each other.
Yeah.
Triggered.
I want to watch Your Name so bad. I've
So
been putting it
bad.
off, and I don't know why.
Well, I cry like every single time. It's stupid.
Write your name.
Taki. Your name is Taki.
Your name is I Love You. What a dumb name. Holy.
Well,
You wrote I love you, you idiot.
You dumbass.
It's dumbass coon.
Protagonist Kun is just not having it.
Yeah, I love Your Name. Another time travel?
Mhm.
Weird way of time traveling. Body switch mixed with time travel. What a good way to tell a story.
Time travel seems to be a theme in some of them. There's Orange. What was the guy going back at his 14-year-old self?
What?
Oh, I can't remember. I'm finally done editing that one, by the way. Jesus Lord.
What? Say what? What?
your name.
What about it?
Gross. Change it.
It's my name in the meme, Destin.
Still, change it. It's gross.
We were talking about Suicide Kun, so I thought I'd make a joke.
It didn't land. So change it.
I'm trying to remember how I changed it. Hold on.
Names don't even show up on the recording, unfortunately.
Damn it.
Yeah, that first one we put everyone with like Rob's face and other shit like that.
Yeah, I was trying to do jokes with it, but when you do the final version, I'm like, damn it, they didn't show up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, even in the very last panel, Sue was holding his baby. No matter how many times it takes, we will save you.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if they found out 5 years after the 10-year future, where they're like, shit, that didn't work. What if he sent letters before the letters and just kind of kept
He's
it as,
actually
like,
sending
leaked?
them. He's
Keep
like,
up-
guys, try and prevent me, LOL.
Yeah, you're gonna get a letter 5 years from now. Just toss it. We don't want that. But keep Suwa's because he actually handled everything perfectly.
Honestly, a king, maybe.
Like I said earlier, he did the best job with letters.
Yeah, they don't really do shit with theirs.
The friends, yeah, I was complaining to Saite too.
As
Yeah.
much as they get,
Honestly,
as much as they get letters, there's not much to what they say. It doesn't seem to impact them that much. Other than I think in the chapter where they get birthday gifts, that's like the one time it affects anything,
Yeah.
at least for everyone. But I think at that point we don't even know that everyone's receiving letters yet.
no, I don't believe so.
It's after that. Because
Mhm.
the girls corner Naho and be like, "You're hiding something." She's like, "No, I'm not." Do they know?
Yeah, it was a little dorky. Okay, I'm gonna jump through these questions and let's get through some of them. We handled a lot about the manga, about the plot, about the characters. Oh, there we go, characters. Desharm, favorite character.
Okay, honestly, my boy Kakeru though slaps.
Actually, he's kind of a cute dude in the live action too, but he has like a big mouth. Like,
He's just really dorky and like very honest about his opinions towards other people. Like, I don't know, very blunt sometimes, even though he tries to hide a lot of things. I can appreciate a subtle prince, if one might add.
a gentle prince.
Oh my god, this strong and quiet type or whatever it is.
Cece, favorite character.
Suwa.
Suwa. Any reason or just favorite character?
I mean, he does the most work in there, and like he sacrifices his like future basically
He's like the Itachi of.
just to save his friend.
God, R.I.P. Itachi.
Saite, favorite character.
Probably like I don't know. The glasses dude is kind of really funny. Like you just kind of like he's there, but like he's like he like perfectly blends in with them like at the same time. You know, like even though if he's not like, oh my god, Naho, like we gotta do this, you know, and like not being like, come on, we gotta go save him, you know, like he's just kind of like vibing, kind of having a good time.
Hey, I just remembered. What's your glasses guy name?
It's like Hagita or something.
Fuck. The guy who plays Daichi plays him in the live action.
Really?
By King of Kings.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Daichi just throws on some glasses and he becomes that character in Orange, the live action. Fuck, I'm gonna have to find this.
It's always the glasses.
Your audio cut for a second.
Dang it, Hagita.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find a picture from the live action.
And then in the chat, and I can find or post up. I'm trying to see that there's a clip of Orange, and I don't see any of the other characters.
This may show it. Shit, you can't really make up my boy. My boy. Oh shit, that movie came out in 2016.
Hola.
Like right away.
That's my dude, Daichi. Alyssa, same question. Favorite character?
I mean, the whole group is pretty good, like all together and stuff. They're all kind of charming in their own way. I don't know. I don't think I have one. What?
I was laughing at Desharm.
What?
Yeah, mine's I forgot her name. Starts with a C, the black-haired girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just for standing up to that bully in that amazing way. So dope.
My god, my boy Daichi.
Doesn't she like slap the fuck out of her? I could have sworn.
No, she raises her hand.
And then she said she'll slap next time.
That's
Yeah.
what it was, yeah. In my head, she like smacks the fuck out of her.
You're
She's
thinking of
like, you're not even worth it. Mm. And she's like, girl, what that tongue do? All right, are you gonna screen share?
Yeah.
Okay.
One second. This one.
Awesome. Okay, and then let's see. Can I draw all over your shit? Annotation.
Oh wait.
Right there. That's my boy Daichi.
Oh shit. There.
Yeah, he plays in our Good Morning Call show. This chick
That's
was the reason I watched the movie because she is one of the main characters in Prison School. This chick should be a blonde. I don't get it, or at least like
oh yeah, that
a
was the thing
dusty
too.
brunette. Because this is Naho.
Mm-hmm.
Odd casting. This girl played very well. The bubbly one. He's all set.
No,
What's
maybe.
your writing design?
It says I love you.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that movie. Fuck, I remember it not actually being that bad. You know what was a bad live action was Anohana. Has a live action, but because there's a bunch of jumps to the past where they're little kids, they obviously have to have a cast of children, and their acting is just dog shit because they're like young
Kids.
kids. Of course. I've seen good child actors. Have you seen Drew Barrymore in E.T.? But to put a cast like of 6 children together and be like, "Come on, blend. Where's your
That's something that's
chemistry? Let
supposed
me
to be
see."
so dramatic too.
Yeah, where's your feelings? One of you are gonna drown in like 2 minutes here.
Holy.
But yeah, that's like one of the only live action anime adaptations that I've turned off. And I fucking live anime adaptations is like a meme with how horrible they are. And
So you've sat through all of Death Note?
I love Death Note. I've rewatched Death Note. I sincerely enjoy the live action Death Note.
My
Willem
favorite,
Dafoe playing Death is phenomenal.
my favorite part in it when Elle has a gun. Out of nowhere has a gun.
Holy shit.
You watched the Attack on Titan remake? Like the live action?
I did not know there was one.
Mike kept talking about it.
I don't listen to Mike often. Mike can be very loud and excitable. So I tend to tune him
He
out.
talked about it so much.
He also talked about what's the one with the brothers?
FMA.
Yeah, Full Metal. Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist.
The one called Brotherhood?
That one's not good either.
I know without watching it that I would enjoy it. How about least favorite characters?
Kind of obvious.
Who?
Sully.
No, the bully's my second favorite character. I genuinely enjoyed her.
She needs to get a life.
Hold on, I gotta get a thing of water. I'll be right back. But yes, everyone's least favorite character. Hold on.
Hold on, I need to look at all the characters again. It's been a minute. I'll know who I don't like the second I look at it.
Naho made me somehow, like, sometimes just go like, ugh! You know, and she's like,
Honestly, that's a mood.
At first I thought it was cute, but then after a while I was like, this manga could be so much shorter if you did
Naho
fucking
and the
hot.
one chick with the 2 balls on her head, she's kind of just there, let's be honest.
Naho being dumb, if Naho wasn't dumb, we'd be
Not wrong.
What I miss? What did I miss?
and Naho would just like be like, what does this mean? What does he want? I was like, bro.
Like her, or like Kakeru putting his hand out.
Yeah, just
Oh
like,
yeah.
and it's like,
What was he doing?
I don't know, what do you think he's
He
doing?
keeps roasting me by putting his hand out. Like, boy.
Boy, if you don't get your...
or when
I was
the-
thinking more of the Planet of the Apes kind of remake. I was just like, ever watch that
I
one?
haven't seen a single Planet of the Apes, a single Aliens, no Predators.
Never mind. Just my own on that one. But you're saying, CC?
oh, it's like when the glasses guy tells everyone they were her, and later he gets like chocolates or something, and she's like, I wonder who he's giving that to. I was like, you're so dumb.
You wonder.
He always said he had a crush on someone. I didn't realize 10 years
True.
later he'd be giving me flowers.
Legit though.
Hey, is the Japanese legal age 18 or 21?
I'm not-
Are you asking?
Why you're asking?
Why are you asking?
When in the future, when they finally get the chance to celebrate his birthday, it's only his 18th birthday.
No, they're celebrating it because
Oh,
he
it's
did it,
18.
right?
It is 18. Okay.
No, because when they were in the future, they're celebrating it.
Yeah, they're celebrating the birthday they couldn't celebrate because he
Yeah.
died.
He kind of died.
He dipped.
Think
Which would
so.
put them on the cusp of 17, 18, yeah.
No, he was 17, but then he died before he turned 18.
I always like when I have, the reason I asked, I always like when I have a cast of characters I enjoy and they just introduce alcohol into it and it makes chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Like episodes of Friends very early on when they all go on that booze cruise and shit like that. I've always enjoyed those episodes the most. Here's a cast of characters very stuck in their ways. Not much can happen, and then boom, it's like hell yeah. So to see these guys drink together, I've always thought would be fun, especially like the glasses guy and the bubbly chick.
That's true.
That's where they would hook up.
You know, like, something, but then like just never like, you know. I don't know. It felt weird. Like it seemed like they kept hinting at stuff, but then it's just like, kinda,
Yeah, I would have enjoyed a side story of them slowly getting together.
or just like just hanging out, figuring out like what's happening.
Yeah, what's good? Yeah, if there was any like side story, definitely those two could do one.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt weird. Like even when like he was like lying about, or I don't know if he was lying or not, but about like when they were sharing the umbrellas, I just looked at it. What's it called? And she's like, no, Hagita gave it to me. So like precious things, like, that kind of lie, Like even if it was a lie, like does she actually think about that, or like I don't know. Like it seemed like they were hinting at something, just never. What? I'll be back.
No worries. All right. When Saite gets back, we'll jump to the final 3 questions. But for now, did anything stir up any emotions? Alyssa read the whole thing, didn't cry at all.
I know.
What?
He was like looking at my eyes. He was like, tears.
Bro.
Your tears, girl.
There's some times where I watch anime or read manga with Saiki in a room and I don't like react, but then when I watch it by myself, I'm like crying and I'm like, or
Just a quick
I'm
sob.
not here.
No, I cry every time I read Orange. It's so good. I find it more beautiful than anything, though. Not him dying, but him being saved and it being his decision that he decides to live gets me every time.
Yeah, that was a rough part to read. The one chapter that's all about him
the past
going
version?
through everything. Yeah, and it's like, yeah, my life sucks and not worth living anymore and all that kind of stuff. That was rough to read. I'm like, oh, poor dude.
It's a good little bit, though. Sometimes you need that harsh reality reminder. Charmy, any emotion stirred up for you?
Just memories of the book itself. Oh, so good.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to kind of see more chapters of his side of things, I guess. Like, why is everyone being so weird and ominous about talking about 10 years?
This is inner dialogue. Okay, that happened again today, and I'm starting to take special notes of every time they mention it.
These guys are being so fucking nice to me. I don't understand it.
Especially on his last day of like when he was supposed to die, they were being super nice to him. Like, you guys need to stop.
When who dies?
When they're like, this is the day he's supposed to die.
Oh yeah.
Extra nice, like over the top nice of him.
Oh my god.
Is Sagate come back soon, Cece?
I'm talking to Raven.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find the part where I actually cried from, but I can't find it.
I'm very ready to sleep.
No worries. We're just gonna ask the final three questions when Sagate gets back.
Hell yeah. That gym in the morning, ooh, she tiring.
Which one do you go to?
Alti. The one in Bridgewater.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. They open at 5 a.m., so I go there for 5 a.m.
I can respect that.
Good on you.
Thanks.
Yeah, mine want to do a thing where they're limiting people in the thing, which is fine. They want to get rid of booking, which is fine. But they still give me shit when I get there. But yeah, the gym is so dead. I just love it. Well, I was going to ride my bike, but it was busted. It looked like someone broke it. How awful. You just can't trust anyone.
These hoes.
This is
Like guy with the glasses.
He's like, oh Lord, how could that ever happen?
Oh man, I think it's in the first volume of this. There's a scene where Kakeru and Naho are eating. It's such a little throwaway panel. And he's like, yeah, don't worry, I picked us up snacks. And she's like, oh, thank you. You know, you didn't have to go that far. And he fucking dumps his bag, and it's a literal pile of snacks. And her eyes in the panel are like this. Like, it's so
Just
fucking
quaking.
funny. I took a photo just of that, and it was my phone background for the longest time.
I think you remember that. Yeah.
It's just a quick little. I think it's so fucking funny.
That's one thing that actually surprised me. Like I predicted the whole ending, and it came out like exactly how I thought it would. But I was surprised that the mom actually wasn't toxic or like abusive or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Just
thought,
turns out she was genuinely sick.
yeah, I thought she was like actually just a terrible person, but it turns out she wasn't.
I'm actually kind of surprised that they brought that kind of element in to the book. I don't know.
What element?
Like the mom being like actually ill and just genuinely not being able to like be herself to the best of her ability. I'm surprised they showed so much of like the illness itself.
Kind of felt real.
Yeah, there's a nice part realization there where it's like, oh yeah, my mom made me promise not to do any extracurriculars or anything or joining any clubs, but it was revealed after that it was related to the bullying he was getting at his old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. When I first read it, I thought she was doing that because she wanted him home to take care of her strictly.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then the bullying comes in. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, and
Which I never made the connection. Would play towards his suicidal tendencies
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
after
how
he loses his mom, his one protector.
he wanted to move. He didn't want to move, but they only moved because she moved them away from the bullies.
Yeah, I must have read this manga 5 times through. No exaggeration. I never put those two together. How much of a savior the mother actually was.
Yeah, he reads all that, then he goes on his bike.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, like these are, what grade are they in? No,
Final
Yeah.
year of high school.
final year high school. That's a lot to deal with as a young person.
As a young adult.
When you're 17.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Did this manga change any opinions you had? Open to the floor.
No, just kind of like the same thing, just kind of vibed. I wouldn't say related, but like, you know, felt some things.
Yeah, I have an issue when I feel things of looking into myself and any way I can do better in my own life and situations. And I remember there was something at the time because, like I said, I think I read this 2016, 2017. I just can't remember what it was.
It's true.
I read it 2016.
I feel like the book had like a lot of relatability in certain aspects, especially at that time. So I think it definitely hit home in a few different ways.
I feel like Naho, speak the fuck up. Oh yeah, maybe take that into my own life.
Yeah, I do like her though. Turn your little
Just
quirk.
taking with all the snacks.
That level of being oblivious is the level of oblivious I used to operate at. What do you mean?
Consistently.
Someone has a crush on me? Why? That's stupid.
Facts.
Did you learn anything from reading this?
Time travel is a funny writing mechanism that you have to tread carefully on.
Because I will
True.
poke holes all day. The only like flawless time travel story I think I've ever seen is like Prisoner of Azkaban. Try and
that?
poke holes.
I'm Googling right now.
Try, I dare you.
I've tried and I've failed. And we already did that. Did this manga change how you view anything?
I think like, wait, how you view anything?
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, damn. Okay. If your friends try to break your bicycle, it's for a good reason. And take that more metaphorically than actually physically.
I feel that.
Sometimes you can't break your own bike. Your friends gotta break it.
I am breaking everyone's bike constantly.
When
Well, I feel like at the same time they. Oh, sorry.
That's kind of like when the mom throws away his like soccer gear, his to
Mhm.
protect them, but he doesn't realize that and gets mad.
Yeah, sometimes you can't break your own soccer gear. Your mom's gotta do it for you. I don't know, like can't do everything on your own. Sometimes you do need to accept the help of others.
I did also like the I think it was praying at New Year's that they do at a shrine.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, let's eat noodles together, I think it is. Or am I confusing fucking Good Morning Call again?
Oh
I just
no.
realized I think I'm confusing Good Morning Call again.
No, there is like a New Year's thing that they do.
Yeah, I was just thinking, don't they eat noodles together? And I was like, oh wait, no, I'm pretty sure that's a Good Morning Call.
No, I think
This
there's
one, I
the
think they
shrine.
just pray together at a shrine to bring
Yeah.
in the new year. Yeah.
They had a very cute moment together.
Yeah, that I liked. I think if there was anything I took away from the book was just having more appreciation for the special moments in yourself.
Aww.
It's good to appreciate. Anything else to add?
I'm tired.
Like you were saying something earlier.
Yes, before Cece was.
I don't know. I think I feel like it just felt like instead of breaking his bike, they were more shredding it, making it into like dust and ash, you know? Because like you could be a good friend, but you also can't be overbearing, you know? Like every time you see a person, you can't just be like, oh, I'm sad again, you know? Because that's like all you talk about. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like see like a certain person, you can like associate them with things. So like I feel like every time like now saw like he's like, oh, he's sad. I pity him, you know, all that. Well, not pity, but like you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Like thinking like I have to save him every time she sees him. She's also like she doesn't like see him as like a student, a soccer player, you know, and like it's just more like, oh, he's so sad. I wonder what he's thinking now, you know.
Mhm.
Never Kakeru. He's a person.
Yeah, there's a fine line to ride there.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt like weird. Like you can be there for friends, obviously, like that's what friends are for. But like, I don't know.
They're not
Yeah.
just this walking tragedy that you always have to be mindful and careful of with.
Yeah. Be a friend, not a therapist.
That's a good way to put it.
Plain and simple.
And with that, any closing remarks? Alyssa?
It was good. I liked it. Recommend. 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah. Alyssa summed up what I was going to say.
Same.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, to the point where it reignited my love for manga as an adult and gave me something new to read that wasn't just shonen manga that I grew up with. It wasn't the One Pieces, the Bleach, the Shaman Kings, Naruto's, Dragon Balls. Yeah, it was just new. It was phenomenal.
Bring
I
a
was like,
tissue
shit,
box.
there's emotions here? Fuck yeah, let's go for it. Hagita.
I want to write letters to ourselves 10 years later.
Be cool. It would be a great exercise, yeah.
We should do it like, how long do we anticipate doing Manga Club for?
Yeah, when will we fall
A
back?
month or 2 months from now?
If we could somehow carry this on to Christmas, I would be really happy.
Oh my god, can we write letters to ourselves for Christmas and then read them?
And for Manga Club, reuniting the OG club only. Yeah, it'd be cool to see, like, maybe around Christmas time, if this grows at all, if we lose people, gain people. I
Yeah.
have
Oh my god.
This is also open to any one of your friends or anything like that, too.
What do we write about though?
I don't know what you're feeling
Let's
now,
get-
the place that
Let's
you're
get
in.
deep.
We're still sitting in COVID times. We're in phase 3. We live in Winnipeg. There hasn't been much of an outbreak.
Yet.
It is summertime. I don't know, whatever you wanted, I guess.
In Mike's letter will be like, I hope you read freezing.
If they don't read freezing, I will. Hey,
You
do you
just,
know
like-
that fucking porn manga I bought? That's available at the bookstore. I didn't buy that on accident.
Oh
I
my
thought
God.
if that's available in this recommendation, let's buy it. Let's see how raunchy it is. That 100% is just on the shelf at Chapters.
Plastic wrapped.
Yeah, I would say usually they're plastic wrapped.
They're plastic wrapped. Not a good sign.
Berserk's plastic wrap, and it's the #1 manga ever.
You bought the hardcover though. They need to have that one.
No, they're all hardcover. I mean, all hardcover. They're all in plastic, though.
Ah.
I think, did I cut Hagita off? Did you finish?
I just said write letters 10 years later.
Yes, that's what it was.
That
Cece.
sounds fun.
Any closing things, Cece?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
And Charmy, you want to close it off?
Bring a tissue box because it's going to be one hell of a ride.
Where?
For the ride of Orange.
To Fieldsville.
Where are we going? I don't
I'll
want to
hop
go there.
aboard the field train. Ah! And with that, excuse me, sorry. Jesus Christ, I haven't burped all cast. Damn it. And with that, we conclude week 9 of Manga Club. That was Orange, an amazing read. Signing off with Alyssa. Hagita.
Bye.
Cece. Ducharme. Or bleached asshole. And myself, host as always, Jeff. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Peace. Deuces.